Welcome to The American Dream, a show that started right here in San Diego, America's finest city, that now spans positive media all across the country, real stories in real neighborhoods. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, and here's The American Dream. Welcome to The American Dream, a real show, not a reality show. The real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
It's not just about what you're living in, but the community you're going to live in.
High-rise, luxury living.
People are the vehicle, people are the connection, people are the expansion.
Helping folks just like you find your dream home.
It just never disappoints. Real stories in real neighborhoods with real experts. The opportunity to achieve our biggest goals and aspirations.
It's the American Dream.
Have you ever heard the saying, you're not buying a home, you're buying a neighborhood, a community, and a lifestyle? Can you imagine that lifestyle if you lived in a luxury waterfront community right here in the beautiful Baltimore Inner Harbor? I'm Chevelle Welsh, your host for this episode of The American Dream. And today I've handpicked two exquisite communities to showcase the elegance and serenity of waterfront living. Nestled between the lush greenscape of Federal Hill and the Inner Harbor, the Ritz-Carlton residences redefine luxury living in Baltimore. This exclusive waterfront community features lavish, custom-designed condominiums that epitomize elegance and sophistication. Residents can enjoy a host of five-star amenities, including a private marina, beautiful English gardens, a world-class spa, and the renowned on-site Syrian restaurant, Amora. This community also provides downtown convenience, with many of the city's sporting, cultural, dining, and shopping opportunities within walking distance. With its impeccable service and attention to detail, the Ritz-Carlton residences provide a truly elevated living experience. Owners here enjoy residences with high ceilings and floor-to-ceiling windows, maximizing the waterfront views. Access to a private marina for boating enthusiasts. A state-of-the-art fitness center and tranquil spa for the ultimate relaxation. Unmatched 24-hour valet and concierge service make the Ritz-Carlton residence a truly luxury lifestyle. And located next to the Ritz-Carlton residence are the Pier Homes community of Harborview. The Pier Homes offer unparalleled luxury living and stunning waterfront views. This extravagant community features luxury townhomes built on piers stretching over the Baltimore Inner Harbor. These townhomes boast spacious, modern residences meticulously designed to provide residents with the utmost comfort and style. With an abundance of upscale amenities, including a private rooftop deck, private elevators, and water views, Pier Homes guarantees a lifestyle of indulgence and convenience. Let's walk over to 906 Valencia Court and meet Lisa to get a tour of this grand residence.
Welcome to 906 Valencia Court. Let's take a tour.
Thank you. Lisa, I understand this property is for sale. What three upgrades set this home apart from the others?
Well, first of all, this home has 2 attached garages, which total of 6 parking spaces. And then also there's multiple balconies as well as a rooftop deck. And then there's a private residential elevator.
Wow, that is such a unique feature. It actually allows the residents here to age in place.
Absolutely.
Thank you for joining me today as we explored these 2 luxury waterfront communities. And remember, whether you're a Ravens fan, a history buff, or you just love the Chesapeake Bay, Baltimore is a great place to call home and make memories.
When you come to live at a place or come to visit, you don't come here to see the chain restaurants and the chain stores. Instead, you want to go to that unique place that gives that place that flavor. And today, in the Capitol Hill region of Washington, D.C., I'm going to give you a treat. We're going to go to the Eastern Market and take a look at the local mom and pop stores. And also we're going to take a look at the historical architecture over here in the Capitol region. I'm your host, Brian Mason, and welcome to the American Dream. Over here we have the Victorian style architecture that was built commonly in the late 1800s and the early 1900s. It really makes the Capitol Hill region stand out. When you see the Victorian style townhouses in this neighborhood, you know you're in Capitol Hill. I'm standing in one of the oldest market centers in the United States, designed by architecture out of cost in 1873, and later on this was designated as a historic landmark in 1964 for the significance that it brings to this community. Come with me as we check out to see what it has to offer. Right now we're here on a Friday, but typically on the weekends, this is filled up with farmers and artists selling their art and their local produce fresh from farm to table. Additionally, this is a vital hub throughout history of where everyone gets together to join in as a community and be able to celebrate each other and just to hang out with family and friends. This is why it's such a special place. In 2007 and 2021, the Eastern Market saw fires happening. But through economic challenges and the fires, it was able to bounce back and still thrive after 150 years. And this is a testament to this community here in Capitol Hill. Right now we are actually inside the Eastern Market where there's a plethora of shopping that can be done. So come with me and see what we can find over here. I got my fresh butter from over here from Bauer's Fancy Dairy Products, which is also home to the largest assortment of cheeses with over 400. Awesome, thank you so much. And I got my Satuma oranges here from Thomas Calamores and Sons. I can't wait to try this dry-aged prime ribeye to grill tonight that I received from the Union Meat Company that was established here since 1946. And thank you so much for the delicious homemade Greek soup. That's a family recipe, only can be found over here in the Eastern Market. Have dinner without the perfect dessert, which can only be found over here at the Eastern Market at their local bakery. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch me in the Eastern Market, where we saw the resiliency, the history, the architecture, and how this place brings the community together, which is so important. Thank you again so much for joining me, and from my heart to your couch, watch us next time. This has been your host, Brian Mason, with the American Dream.
Hi, and welcome back to the American Dream. I'm your host and luxury real estate expert, Lauren Gagne, with the Gagne Group at KW Metro Center. And today I'm going to introduce you to Marco with Bella Home Design, which is a high-end custom home builder here in Vienna, Virginia. He's going to take us through one of his projects that he's currently working on and walk us through some of the attention to detail and quality processes he goes through in his construction processes. After that, we're going to meet up with one of our lender partners, Jeff Schroll at First National Bank, and he's going to let us know what we have in store for us for 2024. So come on, let's go see what $3 million gets you in Vienna. So we're standing outside 2638 Babcock Road here in Vienna, Virginia. We're about to go meet up with Marco, owner of Bella Home Design, so he can show us around this home that's almost done and give us his spin on this French architecture. Let's go check it out. Thank you so much for having us over, Marco.
You're very welcome. I'm very proud to show you one of our good designs.
Well, I can't wait to see it. Why don't you walk us through some of your favorite spaces in this house?
I would love to.
Tell us a little bit more about the quality along the way, if you don't mind.
Sure, absolutely. So my favorite place in this house is definitely the kitchen. But we create this nice entertaining area where we call the open concept. Everybody looking after that, big areas, big rooms. And here you can see we have the family room. We have a dining, family dining space where it used to be called the breakfast area.
Well, thanks so much, Marco, for allowing us to see this gorgeous property of yours today. I'm sure the new lucky owner is going to be very proud to walk through these doors every single day. I really appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Lauren, to let us show you or showcase our house on your episode.
My pleasure. It's all mine. Thank you. So we're here today with Jeff Schroll at First National Bank. Thanks so much for joining us today, Jeff.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, well, as you know, we just met over with Marco at Bella Home Design, and we're talking about some new construction. And I'd love to hear your take on how the market compared between 2022 and 2023 in the new development arena, specifically as it pertains to lending, and what you anticipate in store for us for 2024.
Okay, well, some of the biggest things that I've seen in the 23 market versus the 22 was we've seen prices on the cost to build come down, mainly lumber and labor. Those two things have really dropped, and with the labor being more affordable and more available, we're getting quicker deliveries as well with the builders I talked to.
How much did the lumber prices drop? Like, what were they?
Well, they, from the high in COVID, and this is by board feet, it was $1,700 per 1,000 board feet. Now it's below 300. So that's a significant amount, and that's a big part of the build of the house, lumber. So
are you seeing that the cost of properties are going down for new construction?
No, the costs aren't going down. At one point lumber was going crazy. The builders were a little hesitant to even put pen to paper for the estimates. Now they're confident that they're going to be able to deliver the house at the price that they guarantee, and they're going to make their profit, which is important because we all have to make money or it's not worth doing it.
Well, thank you so much for your time today, Jeff, and shedding some really good positive news on what's in store for us in 2024. I hope you enjoyed touring this phenomenal custom home and learned a little bit along the way about the construction process. And I also hope that you found the projections for the lending process in 2024 promising and insightful. Can't wait to see you next time on our next episode of The American Dream.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Financing the American Dream. I'm your host, Heather Devoto. Today we are in beautiful McLean, Virginia, which boasts some of the most expensive property in the country. We're going to be meeting with Jennifer Joe, a top producing real estate agent in the market. She has something really fun for us. This place is gorgeous. What are we going to be looking at today?
We are standing in Wine Junction, which is one of my favorite spots in McLean. It is a wine shop, but it's so much more. So let me introduce you to Lindsay, and she can tell us all about it. So Lindsay, tell me about the inspiration for bringing Wine Junction to McLean. Of course, I would love to. My boss, Jana Esatayeva, wanted to bring a new concept to McLean for drinking wine. So it's kind of a hybrid between a wine shop and a wine retail bar. So you can come in and shop for your wine to take with you. You can also come in, enjoy your wine here, by the glass, or you can even open up any bottle you choose off of the shelf. And I sure do that myself sometimes. Really love this place. So also tell us a little bit about the selections. So we have about 500 labels on the shelf. We don't really focus on anywhere specifically in the world, but we do like to focus on small and unknown producers that we consider hidden gems. We ensure that the quality inside of the bottle doesn't reflect the price on the outside of it. Good wine doesn't have to be expensive, you know. But of course, we do have a lot of the famous and sought after wines as well to ensure that we have the perfect bottle for everybody that comes through the door. So as you may know, wine by itself is perfectly enjoyable, but wine with food isn't an experience on its own. The food menu was helped curated by Chef Pepe Moncayo of Cranes in Washington, D.C. So we have a lot of wine-friendly foods such as hummus, pate, olives, as you can see here. But probably our most popular dishes is the cheese and charcuterie boards. We freshly slice all of our cheeses and meats to order to ensure quality. And we work with a really small wine shop in Maryland who actually focuses on sourcing all of their cheeses within inside of the United States. So they're very awesome.
Jennifer, this wine is absolutely delicious, and what a hidden gem. I've heard so much about this place. I am thrilled that you shared it with us.
I'm so glad you love it. So what are we doing next? Well, let's finish this first, but then there is one of McLean's premier estates right down the road. I'd love to take you there.
I would love that.
All right, well, cheers. So Heather, welcome to Peacock Mansion.
This is incredible, really. I mean, the space is stunning. You are, Jennifer, a specialist in the luxury market for sure. So tell me, what are your buyers looking for in a house like this? What can you tell me about it?
Well, I think the luxury buyer is looking for a home where they have plenty of space to entertain, movie theater, billiard room. This home has a pub bar, wine room, all of it. I think those things are really important. And finally, and what truly sets this home apart, is the level of finish. So the craftsmanship in this home is unrivaled.
Jennifer, tell me a little bit about your background. I know you were an attorney before you got into real estate. So how did you get into the business, and how did your attorney background, or how does it help with your business today?
First of all, I don't give up. Real estate can be a lot more challenging than people would realize. It's not just a transaction. There are a lot of moving parts. And I think that my legal background gives me those problem-solving skills to get us to the finish line. And secondly, I care. So I really connect with my clients, and we've built incredible relationships. I get to be there for them in one of the most important moments of their life. And so, you know, I think those two things together, somebody who's able to problem solve but also care, putting those together, I think is my recipe for success.
Jennifer, thank you so much for being my guest on the show today and showing us some of the best that McLean has to offer. Join us next time on another episode of Financing the American Dream.
Hello, and welcome to the American Dream. I'm your host, Michael Musara, and I'm thrilled to be taking you on a tour through Logan Circle and show you why this neighborhood in particular has all the ingredients to make for a truly unique urban experience. We're going to pop over to an exciting new development project that we have coming on the market this year, a brand new 22-unit boutique condo project that's going to redefine DC urban living. But right now, we're taking a stroll down this neighborhood's main attraction. We're on 14th Street corridor that has seen major transformation over the past decade or so, and has really become a playground for tourists and locals thanks to restaurants, indie shops, and a lively bar scene. In 2013, renowned Philadelphia restaurateur Steven Starr opened up Le Diplomat, a French brasserie offering a wide variety of Gallic classics, including onion soup gratiné, steak frite, and escargot for the bold and the brave. And while this may not be the most French of dishes, their hamburger is a favorite in the community and even won an award for Best Burger in DC. Other popular spots include Pearl Dive Oyster Palace, which offers a really fun happy hour, but one of my favorites in the city is right behind me here. We're at Barcelona Wine Bar, a Spanish tapas restaurant that no matter what night of the week it is, it always feels like a Friday or Saturday night. I had the pleasure of traveling to Barcelona this past summer, and I have to say that their patatas bravas truly stacks up to the real deal. Day and night offer two completely different experiences here. If you're taking an afternoon stroll, there are plenty of shops to attract a wide variety of shoppers. You've got Salt and Sundry that offer quirky home goods and locally made crafts. There's never a lack of creativity here. You've got big name retailers like West Elm and Room and Board. And of course, the renowned Miss Pixies that offers a continuously rotating collection of eclectic art, antique furniture, retro collectibles, and other funky home decor. As far as music and theater goes, the legendary Black Cat has been around since 1993 and hosts indie bands, themed dance nights, and live DJ sets that contribute towards the thriving nightlife that we see here today. With respect to theater, and Logan Circle specifically, you can't not mention Studio Theater. It's a cultural institution here in DC dedicated towards the production of contemporary theater, whose mission has been deep-rooted in creating a more thoughtful, empathetic, and connected community. All this to say that residents that live here have all of this right in their very own backyard. Which brings me right here, where I'm going to give you a sneak peek of a brand new boutique condo project that we have coming on the market this year. It's currently a development site, but it's an exciting opportunity to see what goes into building new development, especially in a city like Washington, DC. Let's go check it out. I'm here with John Casey, president of JC Development. John, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us here today. You've had a long-standing relationship with the Kimberly Casey team and have done over 15 projects with us over the years. What is it about your team that has allowed you to withstand the test of time compared to a lot of the competition out there? And what is it about this project in particular that inspires you the most?
To begin with, we really pride ourselves on renovating historic properties. I mean, it's neat when you take an old, dilapidated building and you renovate it and you bring it back to life to what it was when it was originally built, going back 150 years ago. And every neighborhood has its own historic society. But it's neat, and it's kind of you like to pat yourself on the back when you renovate one of these properties and people come by and say, "Wow, what an incredible job you did." We had one project on Q Street that we did, and the head of HPRB just happened to be walking by and saw the project, and he loved it so much he took pictures of it.
Wow!
And that property is photographed and hanging on the wall in the office of HPRB. It's neat stepping through the front doors. It's like a time warp. From looking from the outside and then moving to the inside and seeing this, newly renovated property with modern, flair on the inside with the historic integrity on the outside. But we pride ourselves on it.
You definitely should be proud. And, we are proud to be representing your projects. We're truly excited for this project, 22 units, the Heart of Oregon. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you so much again for taking the time to meet with us here today. Looking forward to a successful 2024.
Absolutely.
Thank you, John.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Good seeing you.
Thank you so much for tuning in on yet another great episode. I'm Michael Musara, and I'm looking forward to being with you all on the next episode of The American Dream.
Hi, welcome to American Dream TV Selling DC. I'm your host, Tracey Williams Barnett, and today we are in the heart of Georgetown's design district, Cady's Alley. What was once a neglected alley is now a stylish corridor, complete with more than 20 boutiques, showrooms, galleries, and stores. This is Washingtonian's design district, and today we're going to look at a couple of hot spots, take a sneak peek. Let's go. Our first stop is an amazing furnishing showroom, BoConcept. So Tim, thank you so much for inviting us into your beautiful showroom today. Tell me a little bit about the history of BoConcept and coming to be in Cady's Alley and how it's grown over the years.
All right, so first of all, thank you for having me. BoConcept first as a brand, we're a Danish company. We started in 1952 manufacturing furniture for other brands, and they've opened the first store, BoConcept, in Paris. And then in 2001, BoConcept opens here in this location in Georgetown. We definitely have our roots into Danish design. There's very few ornaments. I mean, it's very pure. And this is what Danish design is about. It's about timeless, it's about functionality also. But we are also a brand with 320 stores all around the world.
So everything is very custom.
Absolutely. We are at the opposite of one size fits all. And we want our furniture to adapt to each client instead of the client adapting to our furniture.
So Tim, I noticed along the wall you have beautiful fabrics, including leather. So I'd love to take a look.
Let's go see it.
Okay.
So this is where we're going to customize our furniture. And we have 120 fabrics and leathers. So all our furniture can be done in any of those.
So if someone chose a particular fabric, how would you go about figuring out if it's a good match for like that sofa over there?
So what we're going to do is that we're actually going to take it on the sofa. So let me show you. We're going to show the sample on the sofa.
Oh,
like
nice.
This. Yeah. And they can also sit on it and feel it, make sure that this is the feeling that they want to have, the color that they want to have. And this sofa right now, it's a 3-seater, but it can be a 2-seater.
Okay.
It can be a sectional.
So I can create any type of sofa I'd like.
Exactly. The color that you want, the material that you want. The sofa will really adapt itself to each client.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for allowing us to come into your showroom. It's absolutely beautiful. It's been such a pleasure. Thanks again, Tim.
Thank you for having me on your show.
So Ellen, thank you so much for inviting us into your fabulous gallery. It's truly amazing, and I'd love to learn a little bit more. How long have you been here?
We moved here in 2007, and before we moved here, we were at 20th and Pennsylvania Avenue since 1984. And we are a gallery that represents international artist jewelers. This location is fantastic for me. People come to the alley because it's not typically Washington.
Your pieces are so unique. I notice a lot of materials such as metal and plastic and stone.
The materials are very broad range. I personally am very interested in non-precious materials. But I have to do a broad range appeal because the world of art jewelry is broad. Like some of the artists here are studio artists, like Heather Guidera, whose work is on the table. She's doing small production. Then there are people here who do less design and more art-based. So there's different approaches within this gallery. The necklace I'm wearing is by Karen Seufert. She's German, she lives in Berlin. If you look closely, you can see these are all little PVC pellets.
Wow.
They're sewn in a sheath around a form. She's doing very intricate work with plastic. But I like the term artist's jewelry.
Okay.
They're not commercial. They're not doing huge production.
They're not mainstream. You're not going to find
They're not
it
mainstream,
in a lot
yeah,
of different
yeah.
stores. These are very unique, one-of-a-kind pieces.
Yes, and they each have a vision and a viewpoint, and you see that in the work. Yeah.
Well, I hope you enjoyed learning about BoConcept and Jewelers Werk here in the heart of Cady's Alley in Georgetown. I don't know about you, but all this shopping has made me hungry. I think I'm gonna go get a bite to eat right here at this cafe. I'm your host, Tracey Williams Barnett, and you're watching The American Dream.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show, produced from America's finest city, but shot in the heart of your neighborhoods. Don't forget positive media when the world really needs it. Follow us on social media at The American Dream TV. See you next time. In the meantime, cheers to your American dream.